If you want to make your game run smoother and you want your game to look more vibrant, do these settings. Hello and welcome to a guide on how you can improve your Valorant FPS and visuals. Down in the description is going to be a Google Drive link which links you to this Windows PowerShell file. Once you've downloaded it, right click it, run with PowerShell, press 1 and enter. Once you've done that, this will pop up, click OK. Now what this has done is set your Nvidia settings so you don't have to copy me. If you don't want to download, I will go through these settings anyway, but the way I mentioned does it in one click of a button. So I would recommend putting your digital vibrance to anywhere between 90 to 100. This adds a lot more clarity to your game and makes your games look a lot more vibrant. Then the very first thing that you want to check is that you're on the right refresh rate. So click on the monitor that you play on, make sure you scroll down and you're under the PC only section and select your resolution and make sure that your refresh rate is the highest it can be. Once you've done that, go to manage 3D settings. I will scroll through this slowly so you can copy. Once you've copied these, go to adjust image settings with preview and make sure it's set to this. The very last thing you need to do on this page is go to setup juicing and make sure that you have this disabled if your monitor supports it. This adds a lot of input delay, which you really don't need. Okay, once you've done that, you can close that and press your Windows key and type game mode. You'll see game mode settings, click into that and make sure that this is on. Then click onto graphics, make sure that this is turned on, scroll down and make sure that your Valorant is on high performance. By default, it's set to let Windows decide, but make sure it's on high performance. And once you've done that, go over to the left, go onto gaming, and make sure you go to game bar, and make sure this is off. I do have another guide, which is about 40 seconds long, which shows you how you can easily turn this off permanently without any issues. I will link that in the description below. The next thing I'd recommend that you turn off is your notifications. So go to system, and then go to notifications and make sure that this is turned off. This is the only thing that you need to turn off. By turning this off, this ensures that your game does not get any pop-up notifications, which can cause a lot of stutters. Once you've done that, close that, press your Windows key and type edit power plan. Now on here, you want to go to power options and make sure that you select high performance. I have a custom operating system, so this is different for me, but you want to select high performance. Now once you've done that, launch Valorant and I'll show you the in-game settings. Okay, so now that we're on the game, hit escape, go to video and go on Nvidia reflex latency, and if your CPU is worse than your GPU, put this to on plus boost. If your GPU is worse than your CPU, keep this to on. Okay, so then from here, go to graphics quality, make sure that multi-thread rendering is on. You can put all your settings to medium. The difference between medium and low in terms of FPS is non-existent, but the visual clarity is actually quite substantial. Turn vignette and VSync off, then turn MSAA 4 times on, anisotropic filtering, put this to 4 times, and then turn the rest of these settings at the bottom off. And then go to stats, client FPS, and make sure that you have text only so you can see your FPS at the top left. Now another small setting that I would recommend on audio is to turn on HRTF. This makes your audio a lot more clearer so you can tell what enemies are coming from. Aside from that, that's about all the Valorant improvements you can get, as the game is actually quite well optimized. If this guide's helped you, please leave a like and comment below what other game optimizations that you want me to do. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos.